Hello everyone and welcome to Attorney Reacts, where your favorite attorneys react to all the stupid that's out there. And of course, there is so much stupid for us to react to. Today's reaction is a video entitled "Guy Rolls Up to Save His Girlfriend from Police Doesn't End Well." Well, we all do appreciate those white knights in our life who are willing to protect us and defend us from hostile forces. Unfortunately, when those forces are the police and they're there to arrest you, well, everyone's just gonna have a bad time all around. So let's go ahead and get started.
On August 4th, 2022, an officer was patrolling through the area of a park when he observed a female walking near the road in La Crosse, Wisconsin. The officer was able to identify Kara through previous contacts.
Of course.
And was aware she had pending charges of a party to a crime, delivery of methamphetamine.
Great.
In order to avoid escalating her, the officer didn't advise yet what the charge was for, and he called for a second officer.
Okay, so far so good with our narrator giving us the basic details. We're looking for this woman. We have an idea who she is. So it sounds like they're in a place where they might need some backup. So they're going to stall for a little while they get backup and then place her under arrest. Let's see how it develops. So we're in a public park, daylight hours, public place.
You about maybe like a theft or something. I'm not entirely sure, but can you hang tight at the front of my car for me?
I just stand right here. I'm not gonna go anywhere.
That's fine.
You know, just as a pro tip, if you are wanted, maybe less with the marijuana leaf hat, just as a FYI to the wise.
Okay. Yeah, we'll wait till that initial officer comes down, and then we'll figure out the whole situation. Okay.
What kind of theft? What are you talking about?
What?
What kind of theft? What are you talking about?
I'm not entirely sure off the top of my head, to be honest with you.
Robert, go find Dakota, please.
While they were en route, Kara was getting impatient and called for a boyfriend, 23-year-old Dakota Gillette.
Is 23-year-old Dakota a lawyer? Because I'm not sure otherwise it's going to be much help.
They need to talk to me, or they have talked to me, because no one's talked to me about anything.
That someone needs to talk to you. That's my understanding of it.
So it seems at this point that the police are just lying to her, which they are legally allowed to do. They're allowed to lie to facts. They're not allowed to lie about legal status or things like that, but they can lie about facts. So, and backup seems like it might be a prudent idea because we're in a public park. Things could get off control. They could run away. We might need to pick them up. So seems like we are stalling for time with some purpose in mind.
Give him my phone number and contact.
Keeping your mouth shut's also an option, by the way, just saying.
There he is. Baby, come here. Come here.
Dakota arrived on a bicycle and insisted that Kara should be free to go.
Boyfriend turned lawyer over here, and the law firm has apparently sent him on bicycle, or maybe he's not a lawyer. We already know where this is heading, but let's find out for sure.
I don't know. I was.
The theft or some pending case, I'm not entirely sure. I still have someone needs to talk to her, or no one needs to talk to her. So
what is it? Just going to be a ticket that gets issued then?
I have
Probably not.
When did this
theft supposedly happen? Because I didn't done or gone.
I'm not the initial officer here, okay? And I probably misspoke on the theft, but an officer needed to talk to you. So
You might have blatantly lied, but
I misspoke thinking it was a theft, but an officer
sure you
needed to
did.
talk to you, Kara. So let the officer talk to you. That comes out.
Hostile with me just because I'm asking questions about what the.
I'm trying to explain it.
You're not telling me though. You're telling me you think it's a theft and now you don't know.
I just explained that I misspoke.
Okay, so that she should be free to go home.
That's not how it works at all.
So how is it then? What is
You're not
it
free
then?
to
It's
leave.
not a theft.
You're
What
not
is it?
free to
Is
leave.
she under arrest?
She's not free to leave. She's
Is
detained.
she under?
She's not free to leave. You can't leave.
Is she no?
Am I under arrest?
Not yet. You're not free to leave.
So then she's
What do
free
you
to
mean
leave.
not
She's
yet?
not.
If she's not being arrested.
So is this a valid detention? I suppose the really, really hardcore lawyers in the room could go have some debates or quibbles about that, about whether or not this is a proper basis to detain. But since it sounds like he has a basis to arrest and he's just misleading her for the purpose of getting back up, in the end, a judge isn't going to really care. So only the legal purists will care.
She's
Not
detained.
being detained.
She's detained. You just said it. You just said it. She's detained.
I said if she.
How do we even not know what it is? Did you ask them what it pertains then?
When it gets here, yeah. I'm telling you what I know.
You
Here.
said you thought it was a theft.
He's not.
Then I explained I misspoke.
That it was under a theft. And now you're telling me that's something totally different.
I didn't say it's totally different. I said I misspoke.
How are you going to sit there and tell me it's one thing that it's not?
Assuming for the sake of argument that he has the lawful basis to detain, which I think in the end is not going to matter one way or another because he seems like he has basis to arrest and that should probably get him through the door. He can lie about the reasons. He just needs the legal basis. So cops can lie. The question is, and since he has a lawful basis to arrest, well, probably doesn't matter much.
With him, I'm going to make some phone calls, get this all figured out, okay?
Right.
No,
Yeah.
that's not harassment
Yeah.
at all. It's not.
So
She's not free to leave yet.
What's going on?
He's got to make some calls on some stuff.
Yeah.
About
he's
what?
telling me that he doesn't.
I'll just again note here that we're in a public park. It is daylight hours to go up to them. We don't need a Fourth Amendment reason to talk to them. We need a Fourth Amendment reason to detain them, but everything else so far so good.
I don't even know what it is about. Like,
Yeah. Right.
first he
So
tells me
we have
that.
the right to be
Then
know
he tells
when you're
me
getting
that he doesn't
detained. You
even
have the
know.
right to know what the it's actually about for real.
What does it pertain?
What law is that? I'm about to.
Yeah, I doubt that's true.
Okay. Well, we got an email that investigators had some stuff they needed to talk to her about. Investigators had some stuff to talk about what?
Exactly, 'cause I'm-
It is possible under some state-specific or local-specific law that there might be some reason that you have to state a specific reason why you're being detained or being arrested orally, but as a general proposition, that's not true.
I don't know what it is.
I already told him no.
We don't know what it is. It's
Well, I know
Yes, you
what it
do.
is. I know what it is. And I
Dakota
already
might
told
have a point.
400 cases a day.
I already told that investigator he can kiss my white ass because I ain't telling him.
We'll go double check, and if that's the case, then we'll be out of here.
Dakota, you should leave while you still can. Dakota, it's not going to end well. Leave. Run away. Run.
Word out of me.
I don't want a word out of you. It's not me.
After the officer confirmed the pending charges and advised she was under arrest, Kara immediately started to back away and shout.
That's not a fact.
Okay. So like I said 5 minutes ago, I misspoke.
Huh? What is it then?
You have pending charges for.
Excuse me, no. Back up!
You're under arrest, Kara. You're under arrest.
Okay, so at this point, he said, you're under arrest, you're under arrest. That kind of moots as a practical matter all that issue. No one's going to care. They have valid cause to arrest. It was a reasonable delay for the purpose of obtaining backup. So you got to cooperate. And if you don't, well, more charges are coming your way. Will more charges come his way? Let's find out.
Can I explain it?
Before you arrest her.
Get your hands off me!
For party to a crime for delivering methamphetamine. Clear the car.
Let go, Hitler.
Yeah, no. Uh-oh.
We'll take a third.
Dakota's interacting a little
In
bit.
the situation, a crowd began to gather around them.
Uh-oh. Dakota, watch yourself.
Possession of meth.
Uh-oh. Dakota's getting involved again.
Told him not to get involved. The officer then decentralized
Yeah.
Dakota onto his back and advised he was now under arrest.
Yeah, this isn't going great for Dakota over here. He is now obstructing justice by preventing them from performing what seems to be a lawful arrest. He's putting his hands on the officer's assault, resisting arrest. So in the space of about 10 seconds, he's gone from 0 to about 3 counts. So he probably should have stayed in the tent that day. Some days, it doesn't pay to get out of the tent.
I'm not choking you.
I understand.
Stop. Buddy, relax. Put your hand. No one's on us still.
Okay. So we got discount Larry, Moe, and Curly over here on the side, looking on as if we see them on the body cam. Larry, Moe, and Curly have really let themselves go over the years. Yuck, 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 yuck.
What's for? You're under arrest.
For what? For what?
For resisting. Hey, you're resisting.
Yeah.
The crowd became verbally hostile and continued to come closer to them.
Put your hands behind your back. You're getting it.
In the end, it seems like the police are acting fairly properly, doesn't it? Because the police are going to a public place. So the police seem to be acting properly. They're conducting the arrest. So far, things are going pretty well for the police, all things considered.
Okay, but we could use a couple more.
Okay, another officer's arriving on the scene.
No, you didn't. Can you sit up?
No, that's not the way I saw it, Dakota.
Bring it down. The camera says right now. That's what he has. Before I go anywhere, right now.
No. It is definitely not how it works, Dakota. Dakota over here wants the police to review the body camera footage right now. But the police certainly don't need to do it right now because they personally observed it themselves, being firsthand observance. So, no, you're not entitled to an instant adjudication. No.
No, it's all uploaded to your computer and you know it.
It sure is.
Replay it now.
No. I don't know, the footage looked like you were interfering, Dakota.
I'm opening up a lawsuit against.
That's fine.
Oh, okay, you're opening up a lawsuit? That should go over real good.
No, I'm not going to.
Yeah. Yeah, you really are.
Your face right now, then.
Please don't spit in the officer's face. That would be another assault charge.
Please don't take him!
Please don't take him.
You gotta go to.
No, I don't. going.
You're going to jail, baby.
I'm talking with him.
No, we're sitting.
No.
I wasn't even.
You're just gonna get more charges just for
You're just gonna get more charges.
It's a fucking for the case.
That's my phone.
She said it's her phone.
No, it's not.
Bring the charge related to the case. Call.
Yeah, she just said it was her phone. It's her phone. It was on her person in her possession at the time of the arrest. So they're gonna take it for an inventory. You know, it's in her possession. They can't. They gotta process it properly. Whether or not they can search the phone or not, you know, is the subject of a whole nother set of questions. But at least for the moment, they're gonna take possession of it because it was in her possession. So you know, there's that.
Carrie, you don't have your phone.
You give Christopher my
No.
phone right now.
No. Tell me.
No.
Here, sit up.
Not treat him my phone.
No.
Not treat him my phone.
We're taking your phone.
I never forget a face.
Come back out. You got any needles on here? You gotta search it. Wait. All right.
Yep.
Stop. Stop.
Unsurprisingly, the police are going to do at least a frisk search before they take you in to make sure that you don't have any weapons or anything on your possession, because they don't want to, you know, be surprised on the way going to the police station. So they want to check you for, you know, at least the basics to make sure that you don't have anything on you. Pretty standard procedure. This looks like a very reasonable amount of force. The police are not using excessive force.
You're resisting. You definitely hurt me.
You are resisting.
No. Find some more drugs. Stop. Dakota, stop. Dakota, stop.
Car's over here.
Girlfriend over here is actually giving pretty decent advice at this point. Dakota, stop. Dakota, stop. You know, you can only get yourself into worse trouble at this point. And if you start complying, maybe some of those charges will drop. You never know. And the judge might go merciful on you. So it's not too late to change your ways. It's not too late.
You're not putting hands on me. I want a female officer.
No.
I want a female
All I'm saying, Tara, all I'm searching is your pockets.
Well, give me a female officer. If you
stop
help me
thinking.
not, I will snap. I want a female officer. I'm trusted.
I seriously doubt she's entitled to a female officer to frisk her. If this were a strip search, she might be entitled to a female officer depending on the jurisdiction. But for a simple frisk, not so much, no. I seriously doubt that's the law anywhere. Different departments deal with it differently as a matter of policy, but it's not a constitutional thing, that's for sure. So is she entitled to a female officer? Not for a basic frisk search, not a chance.
You get the desk search in the back pocket.
Hey, she has a female officer.
Oh, she doesn't. It's not a loss. It's not.
I think the officers are almost certainly right. I seriously doubt it's a law that it's required. Again, different departments may do it differently as a matter of their own policy, but as a law for a frisk, show me that jurisdiction where it's legally required.
You're not touching me.
I think they're touching you.
Yes, they do.
You
There's-
have to
there's-
wait to fucking wait for a police
There's no female officer on, and that's not a law. That is not a law.
Can I at least get my phone back?
We can get it. Okay, we gotta wait till they handle it. I need you to stay back. Okay.
What do you mean get your phone back? What do you mean get your phone back? You're holding a phone in your hands. Can I get your phone back? Magic. It's in your hands. Presto.
That is a law. You got certain female.
That is not.
We had it.
Trust me, you're wrong. And everything say. I'm doing for
Hey, shirtless lawyer guy's not doing too bad over here. He's wrong on the law, but he's right on the idea. You know, handle it in court. That's right, shirtless lawyer guy. If it is a law, which I seriously doubt, but assuming it is, your rights can be adjudicated in a court of law. So hey, shirtless lawyer guy's not doing too bad. Deal with it in court. Wow.
Come on.
Seatbelt off right here.
Touch me.
Okay.
Lol. They ask her, do you want to put a seatbelt on? She's like, don't touch me. They're like, okay, fine. And just slam the door on her. I approve.
The phone is needed for evidentiary value for her case. If it's her phone, it's going with her.
No, not a chance.
So two are in custody.
Tried to take Karen into custody for a bunch of charges. Her boyfriend got physical with us. Then people tried to step in. They both hit us.
They hit you guys?
Kara kicked both of us like 50
Okay.
times.
You okay?
Yeah, we're fine.
So all officers are okay.
Yep. It's me and Colin, but that's in
Okay. Did anyone else get involved that needs to be charged with anything? So we have the people in custody that were causing issues.
Everyone else was trying to get it,
Okay.
but
He's banging his head.
You better calm down there, Dakota, before you break something and wind up on a destruction of property charge. Lol.
You're gonna get f***ed up and kill you! But stupid.
That's a threat. That's now a threat. You're threatening an officer. You're breaking the law again. Just please don't do that.
Pigs going on. Hey, stupid. You got these cuffs way too tight. Stupid. Can't feel my hand.
Your hands are fine.
My hands.
Dakota, you can.
My hands. No.
That's fine. You can open up 100 lawsuits.
Dude, my hands. No, loosen it at least.
You're a big man, surely.
Because I'm already fighting cases for you guys using excessive force. You know what? I've been winning them.
You've been winning excessive force cases? I'm going to go ahead and doubt on that one. The police use of force was very proportional to the amount of force and resistance that you were doing. The police are allowed to use basically one step of force more as a general rule. So if you can imagine like how much it is, the police are basically allowed to use one step beyond what you're doing. And the police were probably not even that. They probably were even patched. So they didn't use as much force as they were legally allowed to, let alone excessive force. If this is your idea of excessive force, you need a reality check. You're winning lawsuits? Nah, I don't think so.
You're retarded, is it? Oh wow, we're gonna throw him in jail for 0.2 hours where we have stuck in officer. Because our man got so much order.
You're saying under arrest.
Doesn't it feel fun to wrestle somebody who has had your side and still took you?
Yeah, you really.
Took you guys. Wow. Took you that many officers just.
You're kind of confessing to the resisting at this point, just by the way, because you're saying, oh, look how many officers it took to pin me down, because that's how many it took because of how much I was resisting. Just, FYI. Don't talk to the police.
You guys are a bunch of scared. I want the CI number too.
CI number.
What's a
Oh, I'm requesting the CI number.
Good for you.
I don't think you're entitled to that, and if you are, it would be during discovery.
To the list, because I'm not kidding. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Bullshit.
I'm not a drug investigator. Or a cop.
And I'll be f***ing you up when I see you on the outs. I hope you know that.
Oh, that's a felony.
No, it's not.
I'm going to F you up when I see you on the outside. That is a felony. You are threatening a law enforcement officer. Yeah, you just committed a felony. He did miss the earlier one where you threatened him. He got this one. So, yep, you just committed a new crime by threatening the police officer. Good work.
You just threatened a law enforcement officer.
Yep.
That's all we need is cooperation, Dakota.
Cooperation for what?
But you're fighting with us. That's
Wrong.
not
I
good.
let go and you guys slammed into me, which nobody needs to the ground.
It's all on video, bud.
It is.
We pushed you back like 10 times and told you to get back.
Okay.
I don't know if it was 10 times. I saw 2 or 3 times, but I definitely saw Dakota physically interacting with the police.
Kara was charged with felony battery threat to an officer.
Yep.
And misdemeanor counts of resisting, disorderly conduct, and possession of drug paraphernalia.
Sounds about right.
She was released on a $1,000 signature bond. Dakota was charged with felony battery, threat to an officer, and misdemeanor counts of resisting, ×2, and bail jumping.
Oh, bail jumping. So that means that he was already released for some other charge. He's facing other charges, which he's already gotten bail. They told him to keep his nose clean. Felony battery threat. We heard it. Misdemeanor counts of resisting. Yep. Bail jumping. Yep. Sounds about right. Well, my friends, on this one, the police look like they're in the right. In any case, they seem like they have evidence that leads them to believe this woman is involved in drug trafficking. They know where this woman can be found. They go to a place where she can be found. As it happens, it's a public place. So that gets rid of any Fourth Amendment seizure issues with respect to that. They delay her for some reasonable period of time in order to get backup. The backup arrives and they put her under arrest. Dakota, hero to the cause over here, decides to get involved and interfere himself, and then just gets a whole bunch of charges in relation to his heroic efforts. The police seem to use a reasonable amount of force in conducting the arrest. So all in all, it seems like a good job by the police. Just as a reminder, by the way, please don't talk to the police when they come to talk to you. You can always refuse. They might put you under arrest anyway if they already have a basis to arrest. So as always, just a friendly reminder, keeping your mouth shut is always an option. I've been on Civil Law for Attorney Reacts. Hope you enjoyed this episode. We'll see you next time.
Big verdict.